This is a video on how to make bar graphs using SPSS. So we're using the Crump dataset NYC films, and we're going to create bar graphs in order to see which borough in New York City receives the most film permits. So what you'll do is you will head over to graphs, and then you go to bar graph. And we're going to work with simple bar graphs, and we're going to do groups of cases, define, and we want to look at the number of permits. So we want the n of cases, the number of cases. And then what we're going to do is select the borough because that will have the number of cases for us. And then click OK. This has produced our graph. Now, if we want to change things, there's a lot that we can do here. So you can click on it, and that will open up the chart editor. One thing that you may want to do is change the color. The default I see is now blue. It used to be a very drab kind of tan color. At least this is a little prettier, but you can click on that. And you could also click on individual. You probably don't want to have two that are the same color. But you can click on individual ones and individually change the colors to make it stand out more. Or if you want them all to be the same color, but you don't like the default color, you can just go and click on them individually and have them all be the same color. Another option is to change the axis here. If you click on the axis, over here you'll see that there's properties. The font on these is usually way too small. So there is, for font, 16. What? Family size serif. Try that. There. Okay, that's rather big, but you get the impression. And then you can also click on other fonts as well. Borough is lowercase, so you can go and click on that and edit it. You also can see that the scale here is 0 to 30,000 with the increments every 10,000. If you go up to scale, you can change that. So you could, for example, make the maximum 26,000 because that would top it off there, and then instead I have the major increments at 5,000. I'm just showing examples here, and then that can change how your graph looks. So when you do these assignments, I highly recommend taking a screenshot, because if you copy and paste it into a Microsoft or Google product, sometimes there's some edits that happen. So taking a screenshot and inserting the picture will let me see what you produced on SPSS.